Hi guys, what's up? So I'm not gonna lie to you. Life isn't just about rainbows and sunshine. Doesn't work that way. I'll be lying to you if I told you that nothing bad happened to me when I'm traveling. Obviously, there were shit that happened. It's probably everyone's worst nightmare. Like when you're traveling, you're thinking about how to enjoy life. You don't really think about the worst thing that could happen to you. So this story happened in Mexico. After visiting Mexico City, my friend and I decided to visit Puebla. It's a city that's about 2 hours from Mexico City. We found a host on Couchsurfing. We meet at the bus station at about 10 o'clock. And when we arrived at the bus station, I texted him and he said that he was too far away, he couldn't come pick us up. But we could either stay at the bus station or we could wait at his house. So we decided to go to his house and wait there. And when we arrived, there was no one at the house, so we waited outside. The neighbor came to rescue us. She said that we could stay inside at her place. So that was cool. So from 1 p.m., we were waiting and waiting. We were told by the host that he would be coming back very soon. So we didn't take the time to just go to visit the city ourselves. We stayed there until he showed up. At about 6 o'clock, my friend got really fed up. I mean, we were waiting since 10 a.m. So he decided to leave. I felt horrible to just leave like that. So I decided to stay a little bit longer. And that was when the host texted me to say, hey, let's go to a party and I'll send you a taxi. Well, I thought, okay, well, at least something is happening. So my friend left and then I took this DD to this supposedly party place. And it took me about like 40 minutes to get there. I had no idea where I was going. And when I arrived, I realized that it wasn't exactly where I was supposed to be. It was like a residential area and I was waiting there for about 15-20 minutes. I asked the security guard if they knew the place that I was looking for, and they were searching and searching and they had no idea. So I thought, crap. You may think that I'm stupid, but I never buy SIM cards when I'm traveling. So I had no means to call someone or I didn't have data to browse the internet. At that point, I was kind of thinking, okay, what can I do? Because these people couldn't help me. I had no idea where I was looking for. It was about 8 p.m. at the time, and obviously it was all dark, and I knew that it wasn't a good look. Scared and lost. As I was walking on the street, there was a white car kind of following me and driving really slowly. And so I panicked and I ran into a store. And I was almost crying, but I knew that crying wouldn't help. And the lady in the store was really helpful. And I asked her to call me a taxi. I had the address, but no one seemed to know where it was. So we thought that maybe a taxi driver would know. It must have been dinner time where no one wanted to work, so we couldn't find a taxi. I asked her, maybe you could just call this guy for me and see if he could pick me up. He eventually picked up the phone and he said that he would come. We waited and waited and it was almost at the end of this lady's break and I felt really bad because I didn't know what I was doing in the middle of nowhere and with someone who I didn't know. They were right, I thought, when they said that you should never trust strangers.
2,000 years later.
This guy finally showed up and he was drunk. He acted as if none of that mattered. It was me who decided to wait for him, so it was my fault to have spent all day waiting. So I was a little bit still in shock, but you know, I wanted to have a good night. I wanted to go to the party. It's a celebration of Christmas. But the truth is, I was so angry at this person that I couldn't be around him or his friend. I couldn't stand people having fun because I had such a shitty night. And it was cold, we were sitting outside, we were celebrating Christmas. I just couldn't feel it. But I just kind of decided I needed to change my mood. I needed to change how I felt. So I tried to talk to people, and other people didn't really deserve my negative vibes. I tried my best to enjoy the night. It ended at about 2 a.m. where we decided to go home. He said, tomorrow we're going to do something cool. Let's go to this place and that place. Let's get up at 10. And I thought, as much as I didn't want to be with this guy, I'm going to give him a shot. Maybe he just got carried away. So I thought, yes, let's do it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, 10 a.m. comes, nothing. He wasn't even at the house. Okay, I'm just gonna pack my bags and leave. So I went downstairs with my bags and I saw his father, and I told him exactly what happened. And he told me, yeah, my son is a little bit like that sometimes. I think you should write about it in the reviews. So that was the end of it. I thought for a few days whether I should leave a bad comment or not. At the end of the day, he did want me to experience a Mexican party. He did offer me a place to stay. However, I felt like I had to tell other people about what happened. In case this happens again, they should get a heads up. And so I wrote a negative review, telling exactly what happened. And obviously he didn't react well. He said that I took advantage of him. I just told him, of course, a person like you would say something like that. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Maybe you think, it's because I didn't read the reviews well before. No, I read all the reviews and they were all positive. Maybe people were too polite to say anything before. Nonetheless, I appreciate the experience because that was drama. That was 100% telenovela. And it also just tells us that not everything in life could be planned and not everything is perfect. And I accept that. It's fine. The most important thing is that I'm safe, I'm still alive, and I'm still enjoying life, and that's the most important thing in life. So yeah, I think maybe we're not having like the best time of our lives at the moment, but there's aspect we can choose to focus on to still appreciate life. I'm sorry I had to say that. I feel like you should always learn something from my video. For example, how to eat a pitahaya. Hope you're all staying safe and happy. Talk to you next time. Bye. Hola.